Hey guys, I am back with another video. I promised in my last video that that was not going to be a one-time random vlog and that you will continue to see me posting on this channel. And so I'm sticking to my word. And if you did watch my last video, then you know I am currently in Des Moines, Iowa. I am here to check in on a few interior design clients that I have out here. There's been some projects going on this week. I'm also here to visit my mom and to do some stuff here at my vacation rental home called Foxcraft Estate, which is on Airbnb. So today is the first day I've actually been able to be at Foxcraft because it's been booked. It isn't booked today or tomorrow, so I'm going to be here shooting some content and just getting some things done because I don't get to be here that often, because usually when I'm here the house does tend to be booked, which is an amazing problem to have. But yeah, so I'll be here today and tomorrow and I'm going to show you around. I have done a few tours of Foxcraft on this channel, but I'll give you guys another tour in this video, show you guys a little bit more detail, some things that maybe you didn't see in those other videos. But I am actually halfway through my trip already. I got here last Thursday evening and it is now Wednesday morning. So actually more than halfway through my trip. I leave Friday evening. But I wanted to share some things I've been doing since I've been here because I have been filming. I just haven't been talking to the camera. So I'm gonna go through a few things that I've done since I've gotten to Des Moines. The first night I was here, my mom and I tried out a new restaurant called Guest House Tavern and Oyster. And we of course got some oysters, and I also tried the trout. This restaurant was so good. It's in West Des Moines. And I just love oysters, so always love to try a new oyster place. The next day, my mom and I went shopping at the Brass Armadillo Antique Mall. This is one of the biggest and best antique malls in Des Moines, in my opinion. It's just huge. You can walk this place for literally an hour and a half. It's never ending. And then the next day, we did another little shopping excursion. We started in Highland Park and got some coffee at Slowdown. And then next door to that, my friend Jerica owns a really adorable little vintage store called Divine Times Vintage. I actually bought a few tops there and I'll probably show you guys in a haul, maybe in a future video, some of the things I've purchased since I've been here, because I got a lot of really cute clothes actually. After that, we went to Funky Finds, which is another great mid-century style antique store, and I got tons of clothes there, like a lot of clothes, and they were very, very affordable. So I'm really excited about that. I got some really cute pieces for my future travel in Europe this summer. It's kind of all I can think about. I don't know if anyone else can relate, but when you have a trip planned, it's like I just keep thinking about all the outfits I want for that trip. So that's been on my mind a lot lately. And then later that night, we met up with some friends at Eatery A, which is a great Mediterranean restaurant in town, and I got the duck breast, which was fantastic. On Sunday, we went to one more antique store, which is another one of my favorites. I always have to do the rounds when I'm here of all my favorite shops, but the last store we went to is called the Pick or Nose. It's another great antique mall. It isn't as large as Brass Armadillo, but it's a little more focused on mid-century. So if mid-century is more your style, this is definitely one of the great stores to go to in Des Moines. So the reason I'm just visiting my mom on this trip is because my dad is currently on tour with Black Flag, but it just so happened that he had a show here on Monday night. So I was able to see him for a day. We got lunch. Then that night we went to his show and had a lot of fun with friends in town. And then yesterday I met up with a friend at a restaurant I've never been to. It's called Flavory Bistro here in Ankeny. That's where my Airbnb is. Ankeny is just a bordering town to Des Moines. We're technically in Ankeny, but you literally cross the street and it's Des Moines. So we're about 15 minutes from downtown. So it's a great location. There's also really great stuff in Ankeny. So I went to Flavory Bistro and got their salmon Greek salad. So delicious. And then after that, I checked in on my interior design client. I actually haven't filmed anything at their house since I've been here, but tomorrow I'm gonna go for quite a while and work on some stuff there, and I'll show you guys the progress that's happened over there. Basically this week we've been installing tile flooring and also linoleum flooring. A month and a half ago or so, I was out here and there was hardwood installed. I haven't been doing that great of a job of doing before and afters, which is really unfortunate just because when I'm here, it's always just so busy and it's just been hard to keep track of it. But yeah, this house is going through a really big transformation. We're in phase 1 right now, which is just going to be pretty much the flooring. And then over the course of this year, we're gonna be doing furniture and decor in each room. And then next year, at the beginning of the year, we're gonna do a kitchen remodel. And then after that is gonna be a bathroom remodel. So it's a long-term project, and I really love this client's house. It's very mid-century, which mid-century actually isn't like my favorite design style for me personally to design, but I've done it so much that I feel very comfortable doing it. I like more traditional, personally. If I was able to pick like a dream job, it would be like a beautiful traditional house, because I haven't done too much of that. I've done a lot of mid-century. So if you are in need of an interior designer and you have a beautiful traditional house, please let me know. I would love to work on your house. So anyways, I will be showing you some of their house progress tomorrow. And also at my parents' house, I am helping my parents design their 2 bathrooms. And so I'm gonna show you guys the before of that. I'm so excited for these bathrooms. We're gonna be partnering with Fire Clay Tile and Signature Hardware, which are my go-to brands that I love partnering with. And we're gonna do some really fun, colorful pattern tiles. So I'm super excited about that. You may have seen a couple years ago, but I did also do the design for my parents' kitchen and dining room and living area. So their house has been also a long-term project that they're just working on over time, but they have a gorgeous mid-century house with an insane view. So I'll link that video down below of their kitchen remodel, because that was a crazy difference. Just remodeling this kitchen, it was insane how much of a difference it made to their home. And in about a half an hour, my friend Madison is coming over to take some photos of me with a new rug that I got for our living room here at Foxcraft. And I mentioned this in my last video. It's the same brand as the rug I showed for my living room at home in Los Angeles. It's from Sisal Rugs Direct. And I'm actually gonna show you that right now before she gets here and I take some photos. But I am so in love with how it transformed this room, because the other rug was just so big. I'll insert a before in a minute, but I'll show you our new rug. So this is our new living room rug here at Foxcraft. It's from Sisal Rugs Direct, and it is their Trinidad Sisal rug, and it's just so gorgeous. I also really love that this rug is more neutral and doesn't have a pattern the way the other rug did. I think because we have so much pattern in this room, we have this beautiful Bradbury wallpaper, Heather Taylor home curtains, and just so much gingham and other patterns and colors going on. I wanted something really neutral and beautiful, and it's just has a great texture. And I do love this little basket weave pattern. So pretty. I've been loving working with Sisal Rugs Direct. They ship so quick. Their products are such high quality. And I also love that you can do custom rug sizes. This one is not a custom size. It was, I think, just a standard size that they had, because it's 5x8. But you can do custom sizes, which I did in my living room. And I think it makes a huge difference for spaces that call for a size that's not standard. So that has been an eye-opener for me. I love custom rugs, and I'm going to be using them much more in the future for future design projects, for clients, and even for my future homes. I think it's so much better than just a standard size rug that usually does not work for a space. How gorgeous is this? Looks high-end, it's durable, beautiful. It's perfect. It's exactly what I wanted. It is so windy outside. I don't know if that's picking up on the microphone of this camera, but crazy wind. Madison is on her way, and she's gonna be taking some photos of me sitting at this sofa with the new rug. So I'm gonna be doing that, and then I actually decided to clean the house myself after the last guest, because they actually didn't leave it too dirty, so saving some money on cleaning fees. So I'm kind of doing just stuff like that today, kind of boring stuff. Tomorrow I think I'm gonna film a sit down video here and discuss things I've learned in my first year of owning an Airbnb. It might be a part 1 and 2 video, so I'll film part 1 tomorrow, so you guys won't be able to contribute in the way I would like. But for the second video, if you guys have any questions, I could do a little bit of a Q&A, and it doesn't have to be just Airbnb specific. It can be design questions too, if you have any design questions about Foxcraft. So yeah, if you have any questions about that topic, comment down below and I'll either do a part 2 video or maybe a separate video with your guys' questions. So it is a little bit later in the day, but I figured I would show you guys what I've been working on today. Besides just cleaning the house, I had a few little projects. The biggest one being opening up our screened-in patio for the season, because we open it up in the early spring and that stays open until late fall. Our pool still has a couple months until it opens. But yeah, so I got the screened-in porch open, and it's the first time doing it by myself, and it was a lot easier than I thought. I had my mom's help, so it wasn't too bad. But I'll give you a little tour of our screened-in patio. It's still a little messy. I have plastic on all the furniture, but this is one of my favorite spaces of this house. This is the reason I fell in love with this house, was because of this porch. In the summer when you can go swimming, and it's so fun to play card games and to eat out here. It's just such a beautiful property and so peaceful. The birds are in the air and the sun is out. It's a beautiful spring day. But anyways, I'll give you a little tour of our patio. So as I said, we still have some plastic on the furniture. I need to vacuum in here, wipe down all the surfaces. Pool tarp will still be up for another month and a half, 2 months or so. This is just one of my favorite things we've done to the house, is this lattice wall. My father-in-law did this last year. I actually showed it in a video. I just love this room so much. I love that we painted the ceilings green. Oh man, such a lovely spring day. This is the warmest day since I've been here, and it's so nice. But perhaps I should give you a tour of the property, because I don't know how much I have done of that in other videos. So it is still very, you know, things are dead. It's very early spring still out here. This is our magnolia tree that is going to start blooming. There's a few little blooms coming. Oh, I wish I was gonna be here in a couple weeks to see this in bloom. It's so beautiful. Usually by mid-April, this tree is just gorgeous and pink. We have our hot tub right here and our fire pit. We have a grill. And then in the summer, we have a cabana at that end and lounge chairs, all of our lounge chairs, and umbrellas. Actually, our umbrellas are from Business and Pleasure, and the cabana is also from Business and Pleasure, and the lounge chairs are from Novogratz. This is raspberries. These have been here for a long time. We're thinking about moving them and making it a little cuter, because right now it's just these metal stakes and it's not the cutest thing in the world. So we're thinking about moving this to a different location in the future. It is hard to keep up with all the gardening, not living here full time. So it might take us a few years to get this yard to what we envisioned it to be. The plan eventually is to turn this area over here behind the hot tub into a rose garden. And last year I did a lot of gardening along this edge. The only issue is that we had a lot of weeds and it was really hard to upkeep. So I'm trying to figure out something that's a little bit easier to manage that still looks pretty. So if any of you have any solutions, we have some roses up in the front of the house and the weeds aren't quite as bad up there, so I'm not sure if we did roses back here, if that would help, if we didn't do certain types of flowers maybe. But I am all ears if anyone has any advice on that topic. We laid wood chips. I did not do the whole tarp method. So that's kind of like a last resort thing to potentially try this year, but we did get a lot of wood chips, and I don't know, it just didn't work out how I wanted. Towards the end of the summer, it just got very overgrown. But in the yard, we have this back area that's all fenced in, but then we also own the land on, here, maybe I can open this. So we also own all of this land. This is on the west side of the house. We own everything up until that white house right there. This is an apple tree we planted last year, and it's looking like it's doing good. I'm sure it's gonna, oh, I see little buds on it actually. So that will be hopefully blooming soon. And then we have this tiny little fig tree that just grew a little bit, but it'll take probably a few years for this thing to reach some sort of maturity. And then we also own this ravine all in the back of the house. And so my dream is to have this whole property be an orchard and have vegetable gardens and just do all sorts of really fun stuff. We have enough room to do a small pumpkin patch over here towards the front of the house. There's just really endless possibilities of what we can do. Eventually I want to have a chicken coop. I want to do the whole thing. I want to have a whole homestead on this property. I'll have to be in a situation in life where I'm out here a lot more, and it's just not really possible right now, unfortunately. And now I'll show you the east side of our property. Oh, and by the way, this pool rules sign we had custom made by my friend Rob Wallace. I think he did a really great job. So cute. Everything out here is pink and white striped in the summer. All right, and now we go over to the east side. Sorry, I don't know if I said west or east earlier. This is the east side. And as you can see, we have this really cool 1960s trailer. This was Brandon's grandparents. The house was also his grandparents. They built it in 1948. But we acquired their trailer that Brandon's dad went on summer vacations in. And it's a total mess inside. I'll give you a little tour just because I kind of want some opinions on what to do. I want to make it some sort of experience for guests, but I just haven't quite figured out what I want to do yet. So I'll give you a little tour. Okay, so this thing is a mess. Brandon's uncle gave it to us because he acquired it when his dad got a bit older, and him and his wife used it for trips for a while. And then they were in the process of doing a remodel and decided to let us have it for this property since we were already doing the house, and they just thought it would be cool to keep the house and the RV together. One of my ideas is to do a little library type space. So this could be, well, this is a table. So there's a table under there, and then the two seats, and then these cushions can go on to make this an extra bed. We are not going to use this as a place for people to sleep because there won't be plumbing or electricity. So it's probably better to just keep it as a space where people can take photos and hang out. So my plan is to kind of make it like vintage camping, but also book themed, and just have back here be a whole library with shelves rather than beds back there. So let me know what you guys think. If anyone has any cool creative ideas for something else we should do for this space. But basically I want it to be a cool spot for photographers to be able to use, and for people renting the house to be able to add this on as an option to their rental. So we'll definitely be changing out the floors. We'll probably change out the countertops and maybe add a tile backsplash. We're gonna try to keep as many original things as possible. There is this little bathroom here, so that won't be a bathroom anymore. There's storage and shelving back here. But this is the main area that we'll want to be for seating and to look really cute. So yeah, if anyone has any ideas, please let me know. I want to make this a really cool spot for people to be able to rent. And then I would like to continue the orchard idea over here as well. That wood bridge is ours, and it goes back to a little nature path over the ravine. So yeah, this is all our property as well. We have these grapevines. The daffodils started to come in early and they're already looking sad, which is very unfortunate. Usually they come in, I think, in the next couple weeks, but it was really warm a week or two ago, and so they came in early, and I don't think they're gonna have a great bloom this year, unfortunately. And then I'll take you guys to the front of the house. We have this amazing garage decal. And front of the house needs a deep clean. We need to clean the porch, and we have our hydrangeas here, which will be in bloom in a couple months. And then these are the roses I was talking about, are all up here. And this is the area over here, this whole general area. I was saying we could do a pumpkin patch or something of the likes at some point. But yeah, this is our property. We're also planning on painting the trailer. I originally was thinking I wanted to do red on the bottom and then leave a strip of the silver and then paint it white on the top. But I did a poll on Instagram and a lot of people said they wanted it to be pink and white, I guess to match the backyard. But I was kind of thinking it would be cute if this area was its own zone and had its own style outside of the pool area. And I wanted to do like full-on camping theme and do kind of like red, white, and green, and kind of tie in the color scheme of the house, which is also in our kitchen and living room. So we have this red brick with the yellow and then the green trim. So I kind of wanted to go more that vibe and not do the whole Barbie pink vibe. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'm so excited to work on this. It probably won't be this year. At this point, it's going to be either maybe late fall. We could potentially paint the exterior, but it might just make more sense to wait until next spring so that it doesn't get snowed on for a year without being in use. So we'll probably end up doing this a full year from now. So I have some time to think and plan it out, but I'm very excited. I have always wanted to own my own trailer, and it's going to be so fun to design it. I hope you enjoyed that little tour of our property. I've been watching a lot of Martha Stewart Living on the Roku channel. It's all in the 90s and early 2000s, and she lives on this beautiful property, I believe in Connecticut. And I just have this dream of recreating kind of like the whole Martha Stewart homestead on this property. And I have just so many big plans, and it's one of those things where like I really wanted everything to happen all at once, and it's something I have to have patience with and work on probably over the next 10 years. It's probably gonna just be an ongoing thing where every year maybe I add 1 or 2 new things to the property. But I'm so excited to just see where this journey takes us. I'm just excited. I feel so privileged and lucky to have this beautiful space to kind of live out all of these dreams in, and I'm so thankful. So the thing I was working on, I don't know if I clarified this earlier, but this all had winterized screens, and I had to take them all off, had to drill all the screws out and get them all off, and it didn't take too long. It wasn't too bad, so glad it's over though. So right now I'm actually going to get dinner with my mom. We're gonna go get some sushi at one of my favorite restaurants called Blue Sushi. It's actually a chain, I think in the Midwest, but it's one of my favorite sushi restaurants. It's really, really good. The restaurants in Des Moines are all very good. I love coming out here and eating out here. There's just so many good restaurants, and they're all very well designed. There's a lot of cute restaurants in town. I haven't gone out to eat a whole lot on this trip. My mom's made a lot of dinners and lunches and stuff. Usually when I'm in town, I try to go to some new places that open, because it's a very quickly expanding town as well. I feel like there's always new restaurants and new shops and cool things to see. So it's always fun to see what's new in town. So I'm glad I was able to go to that oyster place, because that's a brand new restaurant. I am exhausted, and I actually yesterday took an Orange Theory class with my mom. She's very into Orange Theory. I used to do it, but I have not been working out as consistently as I used to. I go on a lot of walks and I work out at home sometimes, but taking that class yesterday made me realize how badly I actually need to get back into working out, because I'm so sore today and so tired. I feel even like a little out of breath. But I'm also gonna take another class with her tomorrow. The one I took yesterday was a legs day, and the one tomorrow is arms and upper body. It's their strength classes. It's not the traditional classes with the treadmill and rower. So wish me luck. But yeah, basically I'm gonna get dinner with her tonight, do Orange Theory in the morning, and then tomorrow I'm gonna come back here, show you guys around the entire house, since I didn't do that today. I was cleaning a lot, and take you to my client's house tomorrow. And then my trip is like almost gonna be over. It's so crazy, it's going by so fast. I leave on Friday, which is the day after tomorrow. And yeah, I'm so excited to see the progress at my client's house. The tile installer, his name is Bert, he sent me some photos today, and it's looking so good. I'm in love. It is now my last day in Des Moines. Yesterday I planned on filming a bit more, but I ended up cleaning and working on some home projects here at Foxcraft, so I just didn't pull out the camera. But as you guys saw on, I guess it was Wednesday night, I got sushi with my mom, and it was fantastic. And then yesterday, after I got done cleaning here, we ended up going to a few vintage stores, one called Rumors Vintage and the other called Huckleberry Home. At Rumors Vintage, I got a few shirts that are really cute. I think I might do a haul at the end of this video, because I did get a lot of cute vintage clothes this week. But today is my last day. I am at Foxcraft just doing some finishing touches. The house is finally like perfectly clean the way I like it. And so I'm gonna give you guys a little tour, and then after that we're gonna head over to my client's house, which is about 20 minutes away, and I'm gonna give you a little update on what I've done there this week. Also, I ended up not filming the Airbnb video I was talking about, what I've learned in my first year of owning an Airbnb. I just was so busy while I'm here, and I figured I can do that at home when I don't have as much going on. So with that being said, I would love for you guys to give me some questions to answer in that video, or let me know what areas of interest you have as far as Airbnb goes, and I'd be happy to discuss any of your questions and any of the design questions you might have for the house. So yesterday was a gorgeous spring day, and now today is snowing. So if you don't live in California or states that are just, you know, same weather all the time, this is what it's like. Could be warm one day and then snowing the next. So this is the entrance of the home, and I do highly recommend, if you are interested in Foxcraft, to watch my original Foxcraft tour, because I go into so much detail about the things we did, and I don't want to do that in this video. That'll just take way too long. But there's things like, this used to be a wall, this used to be a wall, this was actually the entrance of the home, like through the garage, and we didn't use the front door. So there's a lot of weird things like that that might be interesting to you guys, but I'm just gonna go into some decor stuff today. All right, so this is our formal living room, and yesterday I added some spring decor. Doesn't feel like spring today, but it is officially spring now. So I got this little cute grass bunny and some eggs and gingham carrots. And then over here on our sconces, I made these little wreaths. I think they're really cute. I think all this stuff can kind of stay up for all of spring. It's very Easter focused, but I don't know. I think it's cute all spring. And we do have guests on Easter, so I wanted them to feel festive. So every room in the house that you see wallpaper or tile, that was all done by Brandon and me. And Brandon's dad also did so much work in this house. But like I said, go watch my tour video so you can hear all about that. But the home was owned by Brandon's grandparents, Dick and Mary Ann. This is them building the house. We have a lot of photos of them. This is one of my favorite things we acquired. It's this little napkin that they gave guests by the pool. It says, "A dip and a sip with the Dick-Pertzborns." And this is our new rug that I showed the other day from Sisal Rugs Direct. I'm really loving how it turned out. All through the house, we have so many fantastic books. So there's so much to see in the house and so much to do, even during winter. But something fun we have is this little collection of Arc Digest magazines from 1976. So a lot of great content in some of these books. This is just one out of many of some of my favorite books in the house. I love the illustrations in this book. It's Classic Style by Kate Shelter. I'll show you around this side of the house first. So this is our kitchen. These appliances are all from Big Chill, and the tile all throughout the house is fire clay tile. Most of the wallpaper is Bradbury, and paint is Faro and Ball. These lights are from Mitzi, and then pretty much all of the plumbing fixtures are from Signature Hardware. Have tons of cute vegetable pottery. And then over here, pretty much all of the furniture, unless it is vintage, is from Apartment 2B. So we have these leather chairs. This sofa and coffee table, as well as our dining table, are also all from Apartment 2B. This little table is from the Picker Nose, as well as our hutch. And the Picker Nose is one of the stores I took you with me the other day. It's a really great antique mall here in town. This chandelier is also from Mitzi. A lot of the lighting in the house is from Mitzi, and the other lighting is from Lightology. But I love this chandelier so much. We were originally gonna do a different light here. It was a light that kind of matched these green lights. And then Mitzi released this right before we opened, and I was like, I kind of want to switch the chandelier because I think it'd be too much green matching, and I kind of wanted to do something with a texture. And it matches this little Anthropology light we have right here, so thought that was cute. All of the pillows are from Heather Taylor Home. Pretty much all of the pillows throughout the house are Heather Taylor Home, if they're these gingham ones. We also have this gingham one over here. This is our little mudroom that I made. This is just a vintage bench, and this is a antique shelf that we actually cut. It was quite a bit longer than this, but my father-in-law cut it so that it would fit perfectly on this wall. This is another little Easter decor item we have. This cute little bunny teapot. This piece of art is from Mini Hands Thrift Store, which is a Des Moines chain thrift store. I love it so much. I think eventually I kind of want to recreate everything that's happening in the print on the shelf. So getting the same plants and this little American flag and teacup and box, and kind of try to recreate everything in the picture on the shelf. And some more really great books on this coffee table. This book is so cute. It's all, sorry, this is hard one-handed, but it has some really great photos of flowers and landscapes. and it's just one of my favorite books to look through when I'm here. And then we also have this rattan book, and this one is also very cool. It has a lot of antique rattan photos. I just noticed this penny right here. That is so strange. And I was cleaning and I didn't notice that. That's funny. Throughout the home, I have some of my mom's McCoy collection that she gave me. She just has so much McCoy, so she donated a few pieces to Foxcraft. This paint is one of the first projects we did at Foxcraft. This used to have very thick wallpaper and we ripped it off, and then there was all this original wood paneling that was so beautiful, which is still all throughout here. And it was wood, like just a normal wood stain, but it was a lot of wood in this room, and I wanted to bring in a fresh light color, so we went with this really pretty green from Farrow and Ball. And then down here, I was very inspired by Beverly Hills Hotel and kind of Palm Beach style, so we went with these green and white vertical stripes. And it looked kind of funny before the house was all done. And I was actually, this was a design decision that I was super nervous about. And then once the house all came together, it actually is one of my favorite things we've done. So fun. So as you will see as we walk through the house, there is tons of color, tons of pattern, and a pretty big mix of different styles, but they are all very much what I feel is my signature style. And this house really showcases, I think, pretty much all the styles I really love, except for we don't really have too much traditional style, which is kind of, as I was mentioning earlier, one of my favorites right now. But the upstairs, this area is a bit more traditional, but with a country mid-century flair. Brandon was very passionate about restoring some of the old stuff in the house, so this is an example of that. This is original backsplash tile, and it was covered by new white tile, and he painstakingly removed it and scraped all of the glue and grout off, and it's looking beautiful. And the color scheme actually kind of worked out perfect, which we didn't know that this tile was underneath once I designed everything. We didn't find out till after. So it has this light pink and this burgundy, which goes great with the burgundy in the floors. And then we do have pink all throughout the house. This is our fun powder bath. It is baseball themed because Brandon's grandpa played baseball. So we have this Bradbury wallpaper. And then over here we have this custom frame bridge frame with Brandon's grandpa and a telegram he sent Brandon's grandma while he was playing baseball. And we have that same backsplash over here. And as I mentioned, all of our plumbing fixtures are from Signature Hardware, including a lot of the accessories like little towel bars and toilet paper. This light is from Lightology. And this curtain actually goes out to the garage. So I thought it would be fun to make this a really cute gingham moment just to match all the other gingham up here. All right, now let's go over to the west wing of the house, which is where we have all of the bedrooms. In our hallway, we have this cute table with some books, another cute basket. This bedroom over here is called the Oak Spring Room. I'll turn on the lights so you can see a little better. This light is from Mitzi. The wallpaper is from August Abode. This is the only wallpaper in the house that isn't from Bradbury, and it's a really beautiful grass cloth. It's so thick, and it was pretty hard to hang, and this was the first room I wallpapered, which was not good to start with grass cloth for your first time, I must say. But this room really matches the style and the spirit of the kitchen and living room. The other bedrooms have a little bit different of a vibe. These original paintings are of Brandon's grandparents. And then we have another one of these cool tables that showcase books with some great antique books. This is a fun one. It's edible fungi. And so there's a lot of cute mushroom illustrations, if I can find it. How cute is that? A lot of the books throughout the house are flower themed. And this bedroom, I believe, has some of the prettiest views in the house. You can really see our expansive lawn and property. It looks very pretty right now with the snow. You may have saw in the front room, but I made these paper flowers. They're pretty fun to make once you get the hang of it, and I kind of want to make some more. These antique quilts are from the Des Moines Mercantile, which is one of my favorite shops in town. And then from this bedroom, when you enter the hallway, there is this Art Deco, it's blue, pink, black, and white guest bathroom. This tile is from Fireclay and the wallpaper is from Bradbury. This tile is original and was just like how in the kitchen backsplash was covered. This was also covered, and we discovered it as we were doing the remodel. So luckily, it just so happened to match the color scheme that we had going on in here. So we got very lucky with that. Otherwise, we would have had to make some changes. And the next bedroom is the Formosa room. It's named after one of my favorite restaurants in Los Angeles, the Formosa. And it is chinoiserie themed. And this wallpaper is from Bradbury. The paint is Rectory Red from Farrow and Ball. We have this cute lanterns and this vintage lamp. And the other lighting in here is from Lightology. This bedroom has a view to this area of the yard, which is, as I was saying, I want to do a rose garden at some point. Last year I did plant some flowers along here, and I'll probably do that again this year. And some more vintage art. We have a lot of great art all throughout the house. This is the primary bedroom with a great yard view that overlooks our pool and hot tub. The pool is not open yet, but it will be Memorial Day through Labor Day. And the hot tub is right here. And this room, we did this really pretty yellow on the walls and the ceilings, and it matches this Bradbury wallpaper. This purple headboard is from apartment 2B, and the nightstands are vintage that I found on Facebook Marketplace. We have this Slim Aaron's print that kind of matches what we have going on in the backyard with the beautiful evergreens and the pool. And then right here we have this little seating nook, and the lights in here are from Lightology. We went with a very deco theme in here. So these lights, you can't really tell because they're lit, but they are pink. And these two lamps we got at Funky Finds, which is another store I showed you the other day. All right, this is our largest bathroom in the house. We do have 6 bathrooms throughout the house, which is kind of insane. But Brandon did all the tile in here. It was a huge undertaking. It's all from Fireclay. The tub and all the other plumbing fixtures are from Signature Hardware. And as I go through the house, you may have seen we have a lot of True Botanicals products. So this is their bubble bath. And we also have their shampoo and conditioner and body wash and lotion for guests to use. We also have this facial spray for a limited time until it runs out. But just some really fun amenities for guests to use. This light is from Mitzi, and this medicine cabinet is vintage, and I purchased that on eBay. And then this is also where we have our laundry. I love this backsplash using the same color that we have in the floor. We had some extra, so Brandon made this really pretty backsplash, and it's a green that I call McCoy green because it matches the green and all the McCoy pottery so beautifully. And then in here is our little water closet, and we painted it all black and put some really cute antique art throughout. The medicine cabinet isn't the only mirror we have in here. We also have this really big mirror from Signature Hardware. So getting ready and doing your makeup, you have tons of options, because we also have this little mirror from Signature Hardware that you can see very close up on your face. All right, now we're gonna go downstairs into the basement. This is our staircase that we painted, all these really bright 70s colors. And they match these colors on the wall. My mom and I painted this. And down here we have tons of apartment 2B furniture. And this is our game room and TV room. We call it the Foxcraft Lounge. So this chair is vintage, but the sofa, side table, coffee table, our game table and chairs, and our game shelf are all from apartment 2B. This carpet is from Floor, and it is made out of their tile squares, their carpet tile squares, and it was really easy to put together, and you could do quite a few different patterns. This is the one that it came like this with a blueprint of how to make it this pattern, but it ties together the colors of this room so well. So we have pink, orange, yellow, and green all throughout the room. The lighting in here is from Mitzi. So we have this little light and then these gorgeous fringe sconces. So pretty. And then this light and that lamp and this lamp are also from Mitzi. We have tons more books down here. This wallpaper is from Bradbury, and over here we have a whole mural of vintage cat art, as well as this Siamese cat lamp, which I also have one of these in my home back in Los Angeles. I designed this staircase. This was always a staircase, but we completely redesigned it. This used to be more of a wall, so you couldn't see through it. And the steps were actually really small, so we made it safer and longer. And then over here are all of our games. We have so many games and puzzles in this house. And we also have a record player with tons of records. These curtains are from the Drape, and they were custom made for this space. And our custom neon sign is from Yellow Pop. This really tied this room together so well, and people love taking photos of this. All right, so that is our TV room. And then through here is our downstairs hallway. This is a full bathroom we have down here. And this was a very scary bathroom before, but we made it way more bright and cheery. I love the fire clay tile. This was a design I did with the two stripes. And then we also have this Bradbury wallpaper. This light is original, and I kind of wanted to match the theme around this light, so that's where the inspiration came from. And the little scallopy edges match the flowers so well, so I thought that turned out perfect. And this tiny little sink is from Signature Hardware. I thought that was perfect for this space. Fits amazing. And then I love this little print of this girl taking a bath. And the hallway is all pink tile from Fireclay, and it takes us into our children's playroom. This chair is from apartment 2B. It seats at least 2 people, but probably 1 adult and 2 children. It's very large and comfortable. We have tons of kids' books in here and toys. This carpet is also from Floor and was pretty easy to put together. The wallpaper is from Bradbury, and one of my favorite things in this room is this little fort that we tucked into our closet. Oh my gosh, if I was a kid, I would love spending time in here. I'm an adult and I love spending time in here. It's actually very, very cozy. And we have tons of vintage children's pieces, very animal themed in here. And this is something I actually brought from home. I had this in my apartment for a while, but it's a grow up chart, and I got it at an estate sale in Long Beach. It has the woman's name and birthday. Alice Annette Gabrielson, May 12th, 1937, Long Beach, California. And 1937 is actually the year my apartment was built. This hallway down here has a bunch of Big Eyes prints. These used to be in my bedroom. I just have a really great collection of Big Eyes. And then this is our boudoir bridal suite. This is a really great place for photo shoots and for people to get ready for events. And this also doubles as a bedroom because this is a pull-out sofa. These drapes are from the Drape, and the sofa and chair are from apartment 2B. We had Framebridge custom frame, so many great things from Brandon's grandparents' wedding. I feel so fortunate to have all of this stuff to be able to share through the house. So this was his grandpa's tie, which is hand painted, and a little hanky that his grandma had, card, and some Polaroids from her bridal shower. This dressing table is from the Picker Nose, and I painted it black. We did have a vanity chair, but it recently broke, so I need to get a new one. I am so obsessed with this tile from Fireclay. This was a pretty difficult room for Brandon to do just because it's so big of a room that the grout lines actually started to get a little bigger as he got down, but it was really hard to notice until it actually started to happen. It was kind of too late to fix it. So he worked some magic and made it so you can't even really tell. And these lights are from Lightology. They're gorgeous and they look like little upside down umbrellas. Over here we have tons of vintage wedding items and just kind of girly boudoir style items. This cross is a gift that Brandon's grandparents got on their wedding, so that's really sentimental and special. We have all these cake toppers and some vanity items as well. And then the last room down here is our tiki bar. More Fireclay tile. And this room is just a tropical oasis, especially when it's snowing outside. I just love the juxtaposition of the snow and then this really fun tropical room with thriving plants. This bamboo sofa was in my parents' house for a long time, as well as this mid-century coffee table. This bar we got locally at a shop called Little Lion Eclectics, and we also got this peacock chair from them as well. This shell light was also my mom's. She really did give so much stuff to this house, which I really appreciate. And then this is a custom cabinet from IKEA. So it was very affordable and easy to put together. And then the back of the bar, there's some bar supplies. Then back here we have this Bradbury wallpaper and this shelf showing off all of our tiki mugs. These sconces are from Mitzi, and then the faucet and sink are from Signature Hardware. This backsplash was kind of a last minute decision, and we actually didn't order any trim to go on top. So Brandon was very inventive and cut some of this pink tile and turned it into trim. And then Brandon's dad built this built-in bench, and Brandon tiled the front of it. And we have a little half bath in here. More Bradbury wallpaper. This is original tile that we decided just to keep to make things simple. And this vanity is from Signature Hardware. And this light is from Lightology. And we also have this really cool built-in secretary desk. I'm going to take you to one more area of the house, and that is the screened in porch that I kind of already showed you the other day, but I took all the plastic off, so it's looking really cute. So you enter the patio from the garage, then you come out here, and it's looking really cute. It's so cold out here right now. Oh my gosh. So these ceilings might make more sense now. They match what we have in the kitchen. So that was the goal for that, to kind of tie in those green and white stripes out here. Then over here we have the pink lattice wall I already showed you. We have this white wicker chair and some seating. This great bench. We have a TV out here and this dining table. And as I already mentioned, we have way more seating out here, which is more usable when the weather is warmer. Like yesterday, it was beautiful. But we have tons more outdoor seating over here. All right, you've gotten the full tour at Foxcraft, including the outdoor tour that I gave you the other day. So yeah, let me know if you have any design questions so I can include those in my next video. I'm gonna head over to my client's house right now, and then after that I'm gonna show you my parents' house because we're gonna do some bathroom remodels there. So I'm gonna give you guys a little before of that and show you their dogs, which I miss them so much when I'm not there, but I really miss my cats right now too. I miss Kevin so much because he's such a little baby and needs snuggles, so can't wait to get home to my cats tonight. The snow is already melting so much. I bet in a few hours there won't be any snow in sight. I didn't talk to the camera the rest of the day, so I'm going to do a voiceover to close out this video. When I got to my client's house, I painted some samples because I wasn't in love with the samples that I previously chose. This is my client's office, and so far we've replaced the carpet with wood floors, added a rug, and moved around their furniture. Next will be painting, lighting, decor, and some furniture updates. I'm really liking this more saturated green rather than the lighter ones. The living room is getting painted white, except for above their fireplace, we're gonna go with a pinky mauve to match their new dining room chairs. I'm leaning towards this rosebud color. And this is the big project that was happening this week. Their kitchen previously had really worn out linoleum, and we replaced it with this gorgeous terrazzo from Zia Tile. This terrazzo has so many pretty colors in it if you look up close. I think this turned out so pretty and really brightened up these rooms because the floors were previously brown. In the laundry room, we stuck with linoleum but went with this fun pop of yellow, and eventually this room will be getting wallpapered and we'll get some other cosmetic upgrades. After that, I went back to my parents' house to say bye to the puppies. This is my parents' living room that I helped design and decorate when they first moved. Isn't their view just so beautiful? This room is so peaceful. This is the newest addition to the family, and his name is Dozer. Along with the living room, I also designed their dining room and kitchen, and I have a whole video all about this with before and afters that I will link below. But basically, my parents are ready to do the same type of remodel to their bathrooms, and we're going to match the vibe of the kitchen. This is the guest bath, and here we're going to be adding blue and white tile floors and yellow wall tile from Fireclay. We will also be replacing the vanity with one from Signature Hardware and getting new lights from Mitzi. Additionally, we will be replacing the tub and adding glass instead of having a shower curtain. In their primary bath, we will be using the same brands. The floors will be yellow tile and the walls will be a really pretty green and white pattern tile. This wall will be coming down and the shower will be clear glass, which will really open it up a lot. Thanks so much for sticking to the end of this video, and I'll see you guys soon.